Welcome to another live feed on Shotman's YouTube channel. Let's go to the finish line. I'm revealing the top 50 underrated producers in hip hop history. We're gonna resume with number 3. I had Diamond D, another member of the Dig and Crates crew. A lot of people on this list that comes from that crew, the ITC crew. Buck Wild, Diamond D, Lord Finesse. I think that's it. That came from the DITC crew. Buck Wild, Diamond D, Lord Finesse. Yeah, Showbiz. Showbiz, I had him on the list. On the DITC crew. That clique is very underrated, man. Underrated, that's why I had to put him on the list. Definitely. I think that's basically it. Finesse. Alright, let's get into Diamond D. Legendary producer from the DITC crew, Digging the Crates. He's one of the founding members of the Digging the Crates crew. His first album was a classic album, Stunts, Bunts, and Hip Hop. Stunts, Bunts, and Hip Hop. The first single, Best Kept Secret, was a hit single. Then it was Sally Got One Track Mind. He produced the majority of the first album. There are other popular producers like Lord Professor, Q-Tip, Jazzy J, Showbiz, and DJ Mark the 45 King that co-produced on several songs with DJ. Diamond D was unknown and unrecognizable as a producer. Music was being made at this time that was technically better because Diamond D's debut captured the landscape of life and music making. He discussed the importance of recognizing the forefathers of rap. The concepts of the title track was discussed in terms of referring to women as stunts, as a man's best friend. Bunch dealt with ganja and hip hop as far as the block parties and nature of hip hop. So overall, the album was experimental and jazzy. The Fugees, The Score, was an album that Diamond D made a contribution to. Now, more reasons why Diamond D is underrated because while hardcore heads revere him as the architect of the 90s East Coast sound, his massive contributions often gets overshadowed by contemporaries like DJ Premier, and RZA. Why Diamond D is elite? Because, again, the cornerstone of the DITC crew. He's a co-founder of the Bronx crew. He helped lay down the foundation for 90s underground New York hip-hop. The genre-bending sampling is one of the first producers to bridge blues and hip-hop instead of jazz, just looping the same James Brown breaks that everyone else was using. He dug into jazz, blues, rare funk to create smoky, soulful loops and signature production style. His beats featured warm keys, heavy bass lines, a sort of New York City mid-tempo bounce that still not perfectly told today. So, Stunts, Bunts, and Hip Hop in 1992 was widely considered an unflawed classic that helped break future legends like Big Al and Fat Joe. Beyond his own crew, he has produced massive tracks for KRS-One, The Pharcyde, Busta Rhymes, and the Fugees. So the producer rapper prototype, long before it became an industry standard, Diamond D mastered the art of both rapping and producing at a high level, paving the way for other later multi-talented artists. That was the thing at that time. You had Dr. Dre, he rapping and producing. Lost Professor, same thing, rapping, producing. Same thing with Pete Rock. Pete Rock rap and produce. No, DJ Premier never did that. So that makes him different. He didn't really just make the music. When you look at Pete Rock, Diamond D, Lost Professor, the RZA, Dr. Dre, they produce, but they also rap. You know what I'm saying? They rap at the same time. Not all producers did that. But those guys did that. They rap and produce. All right, thanks for the 3 people hitting the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that. I'm just about done talking about Diamond D. He's number 3 on the list. So that's it, man. At the top of the hour at 6 o'clock, I revealed the number 2 underrated producer in hip hop history. The top 50 underrated producers book. That's coming up at 6 o'clock. So stay tuned. Get close to finishing this book. and move on to something else, some other types of creative content. So that's it, man. Look at Diamond D and why he was underrated. Until then, talk to you soon.